Hello, people, and welcome to another edition of yours truly, Josiah Willis, here with another reaction. Let's go right ahead and get back to it. Back to some hip-hop. You already know what it is. We got my guy, Cordae, the Water, Freestyle. Okay? I'm not quite sure who produced this song, but from what I've gotten from a little snippet, the beat sounds like it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be really, really good, and cannot wait to get to this song reaction. Yeah. As you guys already know, Cordae is one of my favorite new rappers out in the game right now. He's killing it, and I am still anticipating the new album, which I think is gonna be called the Crossroads tape. It's still a wait and see process. And I believe my last song reaction to Cordae was 210s featuring Anderson .Paak 5 months ago.
Okay, the last time we tried that, it didn't end well. Plus, you never know the story that they friends tell. And off the brown liquor, nigga feel like Denzel. Island Washington, in the DC with a chocolate bitch. Little freak bitch, get geeked off erratic shit. So what you do? Shut the club up, next to y'all. Man, that's another shit. Paying child support through the government.
Yep. That's right. Same hoodie, different setting. But still, me. And to throw out a question just to be fun, what is, so far, your favorite Cordae album? Chime in on the comments below your favorite Cordae album so far. He has at least 2 projects out. Yes, tell me, are you from a bird's eye view, or are you the Lost Boy? Which, the Lost Boy was the first album. You get my point. The Lost Boy was the first album, okay? And From a Bird's Eye View was his second album, which I did a reaction to last year. Like I said, chime in on the comment section below. Ladies and gentlemen, please do me a quick favor, and that is to like, comment, subscribe, and views. Put your minds out there. The link of this song will be down in my description below. This is Cordae's The Water Freestyle. Also, a lyrical breakdown will be provided once the song is over. Stay tuned. And yes, you guys, I do have 2 other YouTube channels. One is called The King Life Podcast, alongside my good friend and fellow co-host, Anthony Lombaro. And the other is called The Live Outlet, L-Y-V-E space outlet, alongside my good friends, my other good friends, Rail, Ebony, Beezy. Listen in, we talk that talk and pick up some gems. Enough talking, let's get to this reaction. Here we go.
Yeah, I ain't trying to be 50 and full of regrets. Swimming the pool of success, drowning in tears, facing my fears, still wonder what's next. Image I gotta protect. Puma gon' send me the check. How much a dollar cost if you gotta trade in your respect? Watching my words ever so careful in interviews. Public buck breaking niggas, sad that y'all get amused. Modern day lynching just for a contract extension. Well aware that this rap shit don't come with a pension. And to be honest, I'm not rich enough to state my opinions. But does that make me a million? Or I'm just moving with caution. We gotta keep this engine running, but I deal with exhaustion. I'm not cutting my losses, only dealing with bosses. There's certain lines I don't cross them. I'm an artist, I draw them. I'm struggling with my vices. I keep falling in all of them. I'm at a crossroads and almost lost hope till I found them. Grandma told me stay up out that water, boy, now I'm drowning. Yeah. Grandma told me stay up out that water. Yeah. Stay your ass up out that water, man. Hey, listen. Listen, yeah, okay, here I go again. I keep it in my written, so of course I'm slow to vent. Trust issues, NDAs sent to my therapist. It's partly embarrassing. I wrote this in Paris, but damn, a nigga so Maryland. I'm staying true to my roots. I'm really the truth, and it's still people I'm proving it to, and that's okay. A slow burner and fast learner, a cash earner. I'm really them crackers, worst nightmares since Nat Turner. I thought I told you before. Battle tested, stood tall. I never folded in war. Hundreds I throw in the drawer. My heart colder than yours. My scars older than yours. My hands hold the awards. I fuck with Pharrell, but I can't be fooled by law. Fly so high that I soar. Jim Jones had to endorse. Strapped up at the airport with my jewels, of course. I don't have no remorse. End up crashing a Porsche. Life is a crash course.
That's a fact.
And life is Gotta have on your motherfucking seatbelt for this shit, man.
Yes, you do. Buckle up.
And be able to move and brake and zoom, you hear me? Like me and my niggas, like we always got that shit in
That's
drive.
a fact. That's a fact.
You know, in reverse, never looking in the rearview mirror too much, just looking forward on what's ahead. You know, what's on the side of you versus what's behind you. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? It's just the day in the life.
Production is fire.
Yeah.
Shout out to the producer. 10,000. That was hard. Yeah. Cordae once again proves why he's one of the best rappers of his generation. And on top of that, hey man, talented is an understatement. He gotta keep on proving people that he's the truth when it's all said and done. Is he the truth? Well, God is more so, but hey, in hip hop, he might just be. But it's still a determining factor because you got some competition out here. So, we'll have to wait and see. Let's go right ahead and get towards the lyrical breakdown, minus the intro, which there is one. Verse 1 by Cordae. I ain't trying to be 50 and full of regrets, swimming in a pool of success, drowning in tears, facing my fears, still wonder what's next. He's not trying to wait too long to get to a point in his life where he has to succumb to success or allow success to outweigh him, and then he becomes a failure as a result, because too much success can get to your head, you can mess up, you can be taken advantage of, and if you don't handle your business right, it's going to go down. You're going to go down with it too. Image I gotta protect, Puma gonna send me the check, how much a dollar costs if you gotta trade in your respect.
How much a dollar really costs? The question is detrimental, paralyzing my thoughts. Parasites in my stomach keep me with a gut feeling, y'all. Gotta see how I'm chilling once I park this luxury car. Hopping out feeling big as Mutombo. 20 on pump 6, Tony Marcellus called me Dumbo. 20 years ago, can't forget. Now I can lend them an ear or two. How to stack these residuals tenfold. The liberal concept that men do.
The integrity in that line says so much about Cordae as a person, as a human being, and someone who I think identifies as a realist. One of the main reasons is he's talking about a Puma deal and saying that he'll go for it for the money, because at the end of the day, he's getting paid for that. It's an advertisement. It's something to do with growing him to further his business deals and take into account of his success once again, right? But here he references Kendrick Lamar's How Much a Dollar Costs from To Pimp a Butterfly, one of the best albums ever, period, hip hop or non-hip hop, ever, okay? But you don't want to trade in your respect. At the end of the day, you trade that in, you lose it all. You lose respect from a lot of people around you, and they can treat you like dirt. It's not good. Same thing with garbage. Watching my words ever so careful in interviews, public butt-breaking homies sad that y'all get amused, modern day lynching just for a contract extension, well aware that this rap stuff don't come with a pension. He's so young, and yet he's so wise and an old soul already in his mind. It's unbelievable when you think about it. And yes, he's older than me, I know. And to be honest, I'm not rich enough to state my opinions, but does that make me a minion? Or am I just moving with caution? We gotta keep this engine running, but I deal with exhaustion. Tired, bro. Come on. Talk that talk. I'm not cutting my losses, only dealing with bosses. There's a certain line I don't cross them. I'm an artist, I draw them. So he prefers to paint his art with pictures, rather than always having to tell. Just show. I'm struggling with my vices. I keep falling in all of them. I'm at a crossroads and almost lost hope till I found them. In a way, Cordae here is saying he struggles with his sins, let alone transgressions of the things that he does wrong with. He wants to do the right, but he keeps falling into doing the wrong all the time. And he's tired of making the same mistakes over and over and wants to grow and mature as a person. Which is why he says he's at a crossroads, hint, hint. He's referring to his next album, I think. And then he almost lost hope, going back to the Lost Boy reference of his debut album, and then he had to find himself within that project to see where he can go to his next chapter. Grandma told me stay up out that water, boy. Now I'm drowning. Yeah, that's real though. It's real talk. Verse 2. Okay, here I go again. I keep it in my written, so of course I am slow to vent. Trust issues, NDA sent to my therapist is partly embarrassing. I wrote this in Paris, but dang, a homie so Maryland. To vent out his frustrations, he has to write them down. That's his therapy in a sense, right? The ironic part is he's dealing with a therapist and yet has trust issues towards that therapist because NDAs were sent out. Which, by the way, if I was going through that, I would feel, for sure, humiliated. When it came time to write this song or put together whatever he was writing, he did it in a foreign country, but his heart, his home is in Maryland. The roots are still there. I'm staying true to my roots. I'm really the truth, and it's still people I'm proving it to, and that's okay. A slow burner and fast learner, a cash earner. I'm really them crackers' worst nightmare since Nat Turner. He's unapologetically himself, telling the truth in a way where it's going to be met through controversy. But when you're going through history of knowing people who have spoken out and were controversial while doing so, it's nothing really new. But in Cordae's case, he's willing to take that risk. I thought I told you before, battle tested, stood tall, I never folded in war. Hundreds I throw in a drawer. He balling, he flexing his muscle, letting him be known how he feels. But mentally, he'll fight a war, and then physically, if he has to fight a war, he'll do so. But lyrically, his pen is fighting the war. He's warring with his competition, but also those that could be harmful to him and be deemed, problems outside of his career. He has to face that head on. My heart colder than yours. My scars older than yours. My hands hold the awards. I mess with Pharrell, but I can't be fooled by allure. It doesn't matter if Pharrell, no offense to Pharrell, is a guy that he really is a big fan of. But if he's driven by the allure of him and the influence, the old cliche, idols become your rivals, will come into place. And Cordae is very aware of that. Which I'm sure Pharrell's a good person. I'm not going to try to paint the picture that he's a bad guy, but you just never know. I think he's a good guy though. I fly so high that I soar. Jim Jones had to endorse. Strapped up at the airport with my jewels, of course. So when business begins to pick up, Cordae will be ready for it. Get that Jim Jones endorsement. He's flying high, going across the country, doing his thing. And he got some nice jewels too. He's just letting you know at the end of the day what it's about. If things get settled with adversity, he'll be prepared for it. I don't have no remorse. End up crashing the Porsche. Life is a crash course. That's why he said buckle up, because it is like that. Life is a crash course. And I never thought of it that way. But it is. It is, man. And we go through it. 1 minute, you're enjoying the fruits of your labor. Next minute, you have to overcome a roadblock or an obstacle to get through what you're struggling with. And we struggle, we know. There's trouble, we know. Yeah, 1000%. Ladies and gentlemen, please do me a quick favor, and that is to like, comment, subscribe, and reviews. Put your minds out there. The link of this song will be down in my description below. This was Cordae's The Water Freestyle, the official music video. I hope I didn't say audio in the beginning. But yes, music visual. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this reaction and request for more songs by Cordae or artists that are very similar. If you guys would like to, feel free to donate a super thanks to help support this channel, as I would like to return the favor somehow, some way in 2023. We go up, we elevate. Follow me on my social media, from Facebook to Instagram to Twitter, where I will try my hardest to promote all of my content, past, present, new, update, few, I guess, on there. It always gets awkward. I always get awkward with it. I don't know. Okay. But yeah, check out those platforms. King Life, we are out.